Hey guys, and welcome back to Misha's Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super delicious Chinese style barbecue rib tips. So let's get into it. First, of course, I got to make the marinade, and it starts with sugar. It's supposed to be brown sugar, but I didn't have it, so I used cane sugar, as well as some hoisin sauce. You're going to use some oyster sauce, as well as some soy sauce. That's a tongue twister, but you guys get the point. Remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box. Make sure you check it out. I did a few squirts of the red food coloring to give it that classic Chinese barbecue look. I also used some smoked paprika, some jalapeno powder, and some onion powder. But you can use the seasoning you prefer. Just make sure you watch the salt or sodium content. My soy sauce was also low sodium. But if you prefer the full fat one, you get it, then use it. This is what the rib tips look like. Sometimes they come whole. You can just slice it yourself. That's pretty easy to do. Look how delicious and vibrant that marinade looks. And you want to cover this entirely, mix it up, and let it marinate for a minimum of 6 hours, no less, but no more than 24 hours. And then I'll show you guys how I cook this later on in the video. Alright, so now while that's marinating, I'm gonna make some fried rice. I'm gonna start it with some butter and some onions. Remember, you can make the fried rice however you please, but this is how I'm making it today. I also have other fried rice recipes. If you guys want to check those out, I'll link them below. But this is how I'm making it today. So once that's done, I'm gonna add some frozen corn and some frozen peas and saute that as well. I will not be seasoning these steps because the seasoning comes later, so I can control the salt or the sodium in the dish. However, this was definitely one of the best tasting fried rice recipes I've ever made. And yeah, so I hope you guys give it a try. So once I moved the veggies to the side, I added my beaten eggs. And I'm just going to cook that up really quickly. I could have just mixed it in with the veggies, but, I'm just quirky like that. Certain things bother me and certain things don't. So it's fine either way. It's all going to get mixed together. I moved it to the side, added a drizzle of sesame oil, and now I'm going to start adding my old rice. I think this rice was like 3 days old in the refrigerator, and yeah. Once I get it in there nice and mixed up, I'm going to mix every single thing together. Okay, look how beautiful this looks already. We didn't even get to the tea yet. Okay, the tea is coming. So now I'm going to add some of this chili crunch oil to this, about a teaspoon of it. I did add more, but it depends on the level of heat that you can tolerate. I also added some of this sweet soy sauce, which is for rice. A lot of times these recipes are not even hard to make because the grocery store will tell you what you need, okay? Because I didn't even know they had a soy sauce for rice. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I have to get it. And then now I'm just going to mix this up. It smelled amazing. I made sure I tasted it, and I just felt like it was missing a little something, something. So, that's how I figure things out. You got to taste your food. So once you get it nice and mixed up, look at that beautiful, beautiful color. I did go back in and I added a couple squirts of my low sodium soy. It looked like it was a lot, but it really wasn't. And when I tasted it after this, it was straight on point. By the way, my rice was cooked with no salt. When you're making Chinese recipes, don't add no salt to your rice because you won't be able to control it after that. So it was just water, butter, and the rice in the pot. So now I'm going to start putting my rib tips on my air fryer tray. Yes, I'm cooking these in the air fryer, child. These cook up fairly quickly, and so I was comfortable doing it, and I was right. So I also drizzled on some of the marinade over top because I'm not making a sauce for this. The marinade was perfect and spot on. This is what the pork looks like after 12 minutes on 360. And now I'm just going to flip them all over and put it back in the air fryer for maybe another 8 minutes They cook up quickly. They're not falling off the bone tender. That's not what this is. But they're cooked all the way through, delicious, and they were tender and juicy, but they're not falling off the bone. So if you want fall off the bone, I would suggest probably the oven, but that wasn't what I was going for, okay? Because the ones from the Chinese store was not falling off the bone, honey, okay? But this is what they look like. Look how beautiful, delicious, the color, the texture. I wish y'all could smell my house, okay? And the flavor was definitely spot on. Like, I can't even deal with how spot on the flavor was. I was pretty close. And the rice was great as well. And I just hope somebody, anybody, look at the rice. The rice was given, okay? The rice was definitely given, and it wasn't spicy, salty, or anything like that. It was just delicious. This is me trying to attempt to show y'all. It was just so hot. I should have waited, but y'all, I wanted to be done. But it was juicy. It was soft. It was cooked all the way through. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you for your support, and I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.